The third thing you need to decide on is what's called a CMS. CMS stands for Content Management System. What this means basically is it's the software that you use to build your pages, basically. So your design, the content, your posts, all of that stuff gets done within a content management system. So you have numerous options. I personally have used over 100 CMSs, and I can tell you some of them are just absolutely crazy. Like I've used a content management system one time where if I wanted to change just one character on a page, let's say I forgot to, if I missed a period on a page and I wanted to add in a period that I noticed, it would take like a half hour to do this. I mean, it is just crazy how bad some CMSs are designed. WordPress, which is what I recommend, to change a period like that would take a good 15 seconds. I mean, it's very quick, very easy. And since we're talking about WordPress, WordPress is the most popular CMS out there. So many people use it because it's so flexible. You can create blogs with it, you can create standard websites. There's just so many people using WordPress right now, and it's one of the main reasons why it's my top recommendation. So what does WordPress look like if you've never seen it before? Here it is. Here is inside of my WordPress dashboard for my RyanWiley.com website. So I'm going to add a new post here. You basically give it a title. You can put in some elements right here. So add a sentence. And I'll just give it a headline. Put in a sentence, then just hit preview. And it's all right there. So there's my headline, there's my sentence. And if I wanted to add a picture, I just go to add media, I'll just choose this guy and make it a little smaller, insert into post, and let's make this left aligned. Hit preview again. And there's an image right there. So you can see why WordPress is popular. It is just incredibly easy to do things. It's one of the many great reasons why it's such a popular platform. Because adding sentences, text, all that stuff is really easy. As for the design of your website, there's so many options out there, but if you just go to Appearance and Themes, so this is the theme I currently use, OptimizePress, which is, I paid a little bit extra for this, but I just want to show you that there's tons and tons of free themes out there. So if I just hit Add New, you can see all of these themes are available to you. So if you like one of these themes, it's basically just a couple clicks. So install, and your website will automatically basically start looking like this theme. So if I wanted to make my website look like this, I could overwrite my current theme and just hit install, and boom, it would be done. One thing I recommend, which I think I've showed before, but you can get down to the different features. So if you want a certain color of your website, you can just check mark those boxes. One thing I will recommend that you do is responsive layout. And the reason I say responsive is it will look good in mobile, tablets, basically any size device, desktop, and it pretty much automatically conforms. It's what Google recommends, so responsive layout is something I highly recommend. And again, if you're looking for a theme, you just click that, hit apply filters, and now every one of these themes that you're looking at is mobile friendly, tablet friendly, all ready to go. And there's lots of premium themes out there. So if you don't find one of these that you like, if you just do a Google search for WordPress themes, then there's lots of paid ones out there, and it's really simple. You basically just get a zip file. So you just have one file that you download, and if you go to upload theme, you just select wherever the file location is, and that's how easy it is to install. So WordPress is incredibly simple, incredibly easy to get started and use. It's one of the main reasons why it's such a popular tool. The other great thing is plugins. So if you want certain features on your website, it's incredibly easy to do. I don't have a lot of plugins downloaded because OptimizePress, which I was talking about, it comes with a lot of built-in stuff that I like. But if you don't happen to have that, I know Yoast is something that I constantly recommend to people. So if you're just using a regular theme, downloading Yoast will make it much more SEO friendly because you'll be able to include title tags and stuff like that. But again, OptimizePress, see if I scroll down, OptimizePress allows me to put in that title tag, description tag, meta keywords, and Facebook stuff. And then the headline here is automatically the H1 on your page, so you won't really need to do that. It comes with WordPress right out of the box. Most themes are set up this way, so if I just inspect this element, you'll see that it is an H1. And adding H3s, which we've talked about, is very simple to do. So let's say under this image I want an H3. I just do the drop down and select H3, and I can do a headline and then add another sentence. Let's just preview this, just see what it looks like. And there we go. So I have an H3 right here, headline, and another sentence. And again, incredibly easy to use. You can customize your navigation bar to do that. You go to appearance, widgets. I'll just leave this page. But widgets give you a lot of additional flexibility. So you can see here's my sidebar, which is, I'll show you again here. And I have all kinds of widgets available to me. So I added a search bar, which was simply dragging it over into this position. I wanted to show my categories, my top posts. All I had to do was drag it over there and it showed up there. So if I wanted to change if I wanted the categories to be up here, all I'd have to do is move it like that, and I'll just see if that worked. So there you go. My categories are above my call to action. So let me change that back before I forget. And save. So that should be good to go. But WordPress, incredibly easy. Love using it and highly recommend it. But again, you have to do your own research. There's a lot of CMSs out there. Joomla is a popular one that I know. You could just do static files if you're a little bit more tech savvy. So you could basically just have the files and upload them using something called FileZilla, which is FTP software. If you're tech savvy, you already know this, so I don't need to talk too much about it. Another tool, just so you get another look, this is something that I used to use a long time ago called SBI, Site Central. So this is another content management system. And see all the files, and they have their own little tools and stuff you can use. Creating forms is really easy with this tool. But if I hit add a block builder page, the first page that comes up is where I put in my title, keyword description. So I'll just fill in some blanks here. So add page information, and here you go. So I can just put in a headline right here. And if I want a little text box, I can just put it in there, type in some text, first paragraph. If I wanted an image, just drag it there. We'll just select this image. And boom, there's an image. So WordPress is not the only game in town. There's other tools out there that are really simple, easy to use. And I'll just hit preview just to get an idea what that looks like. So boom, there's my headline, paragraph, and an image. Already has my CMS at the top, or excuse me, my look and feel. So again, this one is SBI, Site Central. This one's like $300 a year, but it has every tool you could possibly need to start an online business. And they also have lots of really, really good information. So if you want to learn more about SEO and things to build a website, they have tons and tons of great tools. So this is another one that I've used in the past and recommend, but I just wanted to show you another CMS. So again, you've got three things. You've got the domain to pick, you've got the web hosting to pick, and then you have the content management system to pick. Those are the three main things that you need to do to get started with a website. And it's important to do your due diligence in the beginning and decide on something, but don't get too extremely overwhelmed. I mean, again, the worst thing you can do is try to find the absolute perfect solution and never get started. That there's going to be a point where you just need to decide, you just need to pick one and go with it. I've shown you some tools that I recommend. So if you just can't decide on what to pick, just choose one of these I recommend and go with it. But you need to get started. If you've never set up a website, it's just a little bit at a time, a little bit of a learning process. But once you do it once, it's very easy. And content management system, bringing it back, is one of those decisions you make. WordPress, the most popular tool out there. Almost everyone uses it, it seems like. But there are other CMSs out there. But do your due diligence, decide, and I hope that this section has been beneficial to you in picking and making some of these decisions.